Hello there, here we are in the beautiful region of Puglia. Today I'm showing you a beautiful Trullo. Now we are located just a few minutes drive from Martina Franca, less than 5 minutes drive from Martina Franca. And actually you can see behind me in the distance, we actually have some views of the town of Cistern in that direction there. So the thing I love about this place is the position. It's very much perched up on top of this hill, and that means you've got all these views kind of the land below. And we do have around 5,000 square meters of land here. But without further ado, let's start to go inside. So I'm going to start from the front of the property. Now you can see we've got a 90 square metre main structure, and that is where you've got the main Trulli cones. And then you have a situation outside, which is a further 90 square metres, which could be turned into another living space. Now let's start to walk inside and then we'll do the land after. So coming inside, you've got this area here, which you kind of need to decide if you potentially wanted to open up the wall here. That would be something which could be something useful to do, because we do actually have two living spaces next to one another. Maybe it would be better as just one larger living space, maybe creating an arch here. You've got this little area here as well. Seems to be like a bit of a room that doesn't really know what it is. And it depends, because obviously it's your main entrance, so I wouldn't want to do anything other than a living arrangement in here, and then have this just off. Obviously this is just off the bathroom on this side here, so there's a small bathroom here. Now obviously this house does need modernising. You do need to kind of think about doing some work to it and getting it up to date. In terms of a water system, we do actually have a cistern at the moment, but you also have the possibility of connecting up to the mains water supply, as it does pass through on the main road. So coming through here, you can see, as I say, the living room kind of extends here. So having this big wall in the middle. Now again, we would need to see how feasible it is to remove this wall. It's never going to be the whole wall, but maybe an archway with a beam that actually holds up the roof, because I think this is quite an important wall in the structure, but it would allow you to then open up this room. You do have a fireplace here. It's a fully functional fireplace, and then this would actually be where the kitchenette is, and you can see you've got all the supplies and the points for the kitchen in this room here. And the other thing to mention is these are the Trullo cones which we're going into now, and I'll show you better from the drone from upstairs. But this would be the first bedroom. Again, it's a 90 square metre property, so these aren't huge rooms. It's all very cute and cosy, as I say, when it's on the smaller side. But you can see you've got the beautiful cone, which is actually rather tall, and these are quite substantial cones that you've got here. And then finally, in the main structure, we've got what would be the second bedroom, and you've got a nice window here as well. So you've got, again, the really tall cones here. And look, it needs modernising, as you can see. There's work to be done here. It's not something which you'd really want to just move in as is. But I think it's also got a lot of potential, and I'm a big fan of the garden area around it. And again, that location with all these views, just walk through and just show you some of the area in front of the property, because this is what I fell in love with when I came and saw the property. It's very much these Trulli cones that you can see. Obviously that's your next door neighbour, and then in the background you've got views all the way to Cistern. Again, I'll fly the drone around so that I can kind of show you it better. And then you've got this beautiful plot of land which isn't too big. You've got a mix of olive trees, of fruit trees, fig trees, and it's just got a really nice garden feel to it. Now this brings me round to the side of the property. I said there was a further 90 square metres, and you know, each person's going to be different with what they actually want to do with it. You can see we've got another smaller Trullo cone here, and then coming in here, we have a little bit of a step down, and this is a It's a small room, it depends what you'd want to use it for, but you do actually have a doorway out there as well. So you really could need to think about what this could be used as, and if it would be maybe an outside bathroom or something which can be added on to the next section, which I'm going to show you. Because then you've got also, so the door from there leads out to here, and actually these are all showing on the paperwork. So maybe you just want to give them a little view in there, because the ceilings of these can be raised. So this is all another space which can be used. Again, it's all quite small, and at the moment obviously you have to use your imagination quite a bit, but you can kind of see just this outside space, another piece of storage room there at the moment as well. So I'm going to walk a little bit around here, because we do actually have the remains of what looks to be some sort of, I think it's like a sort of pizza oven this. It looks like it's kind of crumbled over the years. But you can see, again, the land extends all the way down to that wall there. And this is where you've got those, beautiful views again, and a really nice garden area. Now, looking back from here at the property itself, just want to show you a little bit further away, because you can now you can start to see the cones, because you've got the trees in the way, obviously, and they do cover up the prospect. But again, I'll help you guys to see it better with the drone. But I will go for a little walk around the garden areas. I think it really is what makes this property rather special. And you can see it's not flat, so you've got this little hill on this side as well. But again, I just love the feeling of this piece of land. It's a really good plot without being absolutely huge, and you actually go all the way down to the stone wall that you see at the end there, and it includes this entire section here. So I think it's really something which, if you're looking for something like a bit of a project where, the base is in a good position, it's a good location, and you've got this beautiful outside garden area. I think this is one of my favorite spots. I think I'd want to try and open the Trullo up from the back to see if I could have like a doorway leading out to the back of the property. But again, just look how beautiful and peaceful this is. And obviously here you also have the views of the Trullo, and you can get a much better view of the actual property itself. So maybe we'll walk a little bit back, and you can kind of look up at the Trullo, because you can see just how tall those Trullo cones are, and obviously incredibly pretty. It's 4 cones in total, and obviously you'd need to decide what to do with this outside area. Potentially maybe make a sort of guest house in this separate section, so a sort of bedroom, bathroom setup and a little kitchenette, or potentially, it depends on what you're looking to do with it. But I think it's got tons of potential, and again, I love the location, I love the position. Again, 5 minutes from Martina Franca, which is a beautiful town. I think I've said everything I needed to say on this property, but if you have any more questions on this property or any of the others, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Thank you very much for watching.